these equations. Here's the last one. Try this now. Go ahead. So who could tell me the two unknowns? One person knows? What are the two unknowns here? Two people. That's it? Come on. You should. Nick, what are the two unknowns? We know what 5% and 6% is. 5% is 5%, 6% is 6%. That's not what. Yeah, Corny. Exactly, the amount, that's what you meant, right, Nick? So you gotta write it down like this. The amount that was invested at 5%, and we don't know the amount that was invested at 6%. So I let X be the amount that it was invested 5%, Y be 6%. Now, who can then tell me, notice I don't have to do any tables when I do two variables. I mean, I could, but you don't have to. So, and because it gets a lot easier, it gets a lot more simpler. And now, who could tell me the very first equation that we're gonna get from the very first sentence? Hint, hint, look at the very first sentence. For some reason, people always mess this up, even though this is the easiest. Molly? I mean, Amber? X plus Y equals 2? Oh, it's not 280. Because X is how much you invested at 5%, and Y is how much you invested at 6%. So when you add these together, it does not equal to 280, because 280 is how much you made. So you want to fix that? What would it be? X plus Y should equal to? 5,000 is correct. Do you see the difference, guys? When you add them together, right, these are the amount of money that you invested. Notice the difference between the investment versus how much money you made, which is income. Now then, what does 280 equal to then? Danielle?
It equals to 0.05x plus 0.06y.
That's correct. If you take 5% of how much you invested at 5%, and if you take 6% of how much you invested in 6%, it should equal to 280. That's how much you gained. That's your income. Do you see the difference, guys? Yes? So these are the two equations you will need. Please do not get that 5,000 and 280 mixed up, okay? When you're adding the investment, it equals to total investment. When you're adding the income, it equals to total income. All right, now, do you think I should leave the decimals as it is or make it simpler by multiplying both sides by? 100, very good. So I did that. Okay, go ahead. And do you think I should solve for the X or Y using the first or the second equation? First equation, obviously. Okay, so go ahead. Who could tell me the third equation that we get using substitution method? Tina?
5 times 5,000 minus y.
In parentheses?
Yeah, parentheses, plus 6y equals 28,000.
That's right. Here's my third equation. Everybody okay with that? Go ahead, solve. I'll give you some time, okay? So, you're right. Now that I'm looking at it, if I solve for y instead of x, you get the right answer. I mean, the answer right away because they asked for the 5% that was invested. So if I let y, then you get everything in terms of x. You get x. But anyway, so Danielle, what did you get when you do this? Yeah.
I got $2,000 invested at 5%.
You got 2,000. So let's see if I got the same one. I distribute it to 5. So then I gather the like terms, negative 5y plus 6y is y. Then I subtracted 2,500 from both sides. No, 25,000 from both sides. I get 3,000. So I got y equals to 3,000, correct? And that's what you got too. Very good. Yeah, and then, you know, that's not what they asked for because remember y was how much was invested at 6%. So how much then was invested at 5%? Well, we just look at the first equation, right, the easier one, plug it in. And x plus y is, of course, 5,000. If you subtract 3,000 from both sides, you get 2,000. So how many people wrote down 2,000 was invested at 5%? Very good. Okay, very good.